Hello everyone and welcome. This is Originz and today back on ScullCraft. Just kinda gonna check my loot here, see if I need to refresh anything, and gotta figure out why my FPS is so bad. Let's see if anyone's bought anything though. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. So just to make sure, yeah, those are all full. This should still be one down. Yep. And these ones over here should also be full and full. Beautiful. Alright, just make sure because I am lagging. I wonder if my redstone is on back there. I'll just hit the reset button just in case. But that is not what I wanted to do this episode. I just not want to stay around here. So we are going to go back to my base. And once we get there, going to work a little bit on my voice crack there. We are going to work a little bit on my what you might call it, the oh boy, what's it called? The uh, the ocean where I want to put like all my storage and farms and stuff. We're going to work a little bit on that. So we'll be right back once I'm there. Alrighty, we're back here. Inventory is full of dirt. Still got even more dirt. The other day I said I would do it off camera, so I went about 1,000 blocks in the north direction. So like right here, well, more than 1,000 from where I am. I went to about negative 2,500 or so, where there was just a snow biome, because I know no one builds in snow biomes, because that's crazy, because snow biomes suck. Anyways, so I went out there, I dug, I just made a big pothole, basically, and I just dug up all the dirt that I needed, and that was basically it. So I did that, and now I'm here. Now I've kind of changed up my idea a little bit for this farm. So what I'm going to do, actually, this will probably actually be the top layer right here, the one on the ocean's edge right here. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put like a fence or something, or just kind of make like a nice little entrance all around the outside. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to have, I think, two of these 64 by 32 platforms. So one right here, and then there will be a 1 block space right here, and then there'll be another one that starts, and you can see I've already started going on that one as well. But these, well, I shouldn't say but these ones are going to be the farms. So like this side will be wheat, this will probably be like carrots, and that'll probably be potatoes or something along those lines. I may actually make like a third one, or I may change it up so that there may be 3 on the top here. So then it would have 2 splits. I may do that. In fact, yeah, I may actually just do that. I'll just have to remove like 1 or 2 of these dirt layers after everything's all said and done. But that won't bother me at all, because that's only 1 stack of dirt at most. What I'm going to do for the animal farms, I was actually thinking, I don't really want to build something above, because one, it's just going to be big, blocky, and it's not really going to look that good. So I'm going to build it underwater. So like every 5 layers or so something like this. Ugh, I can't reach up there. But like every 4 or 5 layers or something like that, I'm going to create a ceiling, and I'm going to have glass walls going all the way around, and then of course it's going to be a dirt floor as well. But it's going to have glass walls going all along the edges all the way down to the base floor. And then each one of them is going to have, well, depending on how many layers, I think I'll probably do 3 layers. One of them is going to be cows, one will be pigs, and one will be sheep. Or I might do it where I mix the sheep and the pig, or not the sheep, the cows and the pigs. So like the cows would have a 64 by 32, and then the pigs would have a 64 by 32 over on that side. And then the next 2 layers would be sheep, and then I could split the sheep up so half would be on a 64 by 64 or something like that, and then each color, because there would be 8 colors for that layer, I could do like each one gets 32 by 16 or something like that, or I may have to figure this out, but so like one would have this area, the next would have this, one would have that. Actually, I'm not really quite sure how I want to do that, but I've figured out that I want to do it underwater, and then I'm going to have an underwater walkway that leads to my base. Probably this way. I may do a diagonal. I'm not quite sure. I got to see where I want to hook up, but I also want to put a portal out here as well. And the reason for that is just in case I want to walk here faster. But I still want to have that tunnel, and I'll probably put a track on that tunnel, and so it'll be kind of like an underwater monorail. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. And then I have this really awesome idea for like an entrance to get up to each layer. And basically what's going to happen, it's going to start probably like 25 layers back or 25 blocks back that way. And then I'm not quite sure how many layers I'm going to have yet, but depending on that, like there'll be a stairway here. Then back on this side, there'll be the same height stairway like that. Then you go forward like 5 blocks. So this is forward 5 blocks, just because I'm lagging and it's hard to do. There'd be another one like that. Then if there was another layer, there'd be one like this, a little bit forward, and then you'd have the bottom. So this would go up to like the second layer, and it would have a nice little entrance. This would go up to like the third layer up here, have a nice entrance, and this would go up to another layer. So something like that, because I think that would be pretty cool, or at least I think it would. So I'm going to get working on this. I'm going to lay out these first, this top layer, I should say, and I'm going to see exactly how I want to lay it out, because I want it to be roughly 64 by 64, but if it's like 1 block over or something, that's not going to bother me too much. What I want to really do is just try and keep it as square as possible, so I can fit some the plants up here. But first, oh, you know what? I just realized there's other plants rather than just ones that you can grow, like carrots, potatoes, and wheat. There's reeds, there's cactus. I don't need very much cactus. There's pumpkin, there's melon. So I may actually have to make a few more layers like this. But I'm going to figure that all out later, and I don't want to do it on camera because it's pretty boring. You guys are probably already bored of what I've been doing. And not to mention the fact that I'm lagging right now. So it's not all that fun to watch. Like, I'm down under 30 FPS, plus I have like this block placing lag and stuff. So it's not fun to watch. So I'm going to do this all off camera. I'll probably just get like 1 or 2 layers done, and then I want to go work on something else, because I was talking about in my single player world how you can get really burnt out if you just do one project at a time until it's finished, especially if it's a big project like this is going to be. So I'm just going to work a couple layers here, like I said, just 1, maybe 2, and that'll be just like the plants. And I really don't plan on planting anything right now, but I want to get started working on maybe like a furnace room after I'm all done with this. But I'm going to come back once I've done like 1 or 2 layers, and that'll probably be the end of the episode, depending on how long it is, because I'm not quite sure as of yet. But I'll be right back once I've done a layer or 2. So be right back. Okay, I'm back here. Took a look at the episode length, and so far it's only like 10 minutes. I really thought it was a lot more, but that is alright. We got some stuff to do. So I started working on clearing an area, and I forgot I was doing it off camera. So I'm going to show you guys what my plan is. So I did this right here. Most of this was clear. I just had to clear a little bit out. I got this dirt path lane so far. I was kind of messing with the design here, and I was like, I don't want it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my furnace room right here, and then this will probably go, and then this will probably lead to the snow biome, which the taiga is right here. So I could make a nice little ice farm or something right there. So that is my plan. The only thing is, I think it might need sunshine. So I may just like dig a big old hole right up to the surface and then maybe put like glass or something there. Not quite sure. But this right here, I was working on this, and this, I'm actually connecting this up right here, and I'm going to do the same for this side as well. I thought, I kind of want, instead of like having to go all the way up, I kind of want like a nice little path right here or something. So that's what this is. And I took this out and I realized that that's where the fence is, right behind there. So I can't actually do this. I have to, oh, yeah, that's right. These are half slabs because I didn't have any more oak wood. So I have to basically, let's see if I can get it here. Nope, wrong thing. Get those out. I have to keep this wall closed off, unfortunately. It's not something I wanted to do, but it is something that I'm going to have to do. I'll put that back there, actually. And then I was thinking, because it's 5 wide right here. Oh, and that, I wanted to cover that up as well. May just do that. Not quite sure yet. But I don't want this showing at all, so I'm going to cover that up. And I still got to get fences on here. I don't think I have any fences crafted. I have a few. Alright, I'm going to need some of that. Spruce wood, pretty easy to come by, so I'm not too worried. Wasting a little bit here. What am I doing? There we go. 4, 5. There we go. We've 2 left over. Pretty simple. And then this is just going to be kind of like the same thing, I guess. I may change this up a little bit, but for now, oh, that doesn't actually go there. That's blank, right? Yeah, one above the fence is blank, and then that's where the light goes. Light, light, light. So let's get rid of this. Light. Can't actually put the light there. So light goes there, there, and there. This has to be smooth stone. This as well has to be smooth stone. And how did this look? I forgot. Then there's one above, and then let's see. So if come on in there we go, got that. So that's smooth stone, one above, and then one above that, so right at this level. Whoops, we'll do that like so. That's where the upside down stairs would go. 1, 2, and 3. Like so, which means that this layer has to go. This layer. And that. And I believe that's it for now. Since I don't really have too many materials, I gotta go out and gather a bunch of materials, especially wood, because as you may have seen, this is my wood supply. Oh, wrong chest. This is my wood supply right now. I have no oak. I only have a little bit of spruce, and that's about it. So I need to go and grab a bunch of wood, and I want to make a farm for it. And where I make that farm, I'm not quite sure yet, but it will happen. That is for sure. Yeah, we leave that one blank. So, I'll clear this all out. Probably do that off camera since you already know how it's going to look. I'm just basically going to do the same thing, I think, at least for this main intersection, right down there. And for like all these paths, they're going to be the same. And I was kind of thinking of maybe doing like the same thing for all my stairs down, but you know, that would get like kind of repetitive, and I kind of want to do something different. But I really do like this. In fact, I may just take out like every second one if I can. So take out that. Oh, but then it wouldn't line up. I would have to see if I could like line it up so I could take out like every 2 or 3, because I really don't need one every go. And then that goes the same for down here and all the other ways as well. I really don't need the lights every single one. So I'm going to see if I can't work on that off camera as well, because you guys probably don't want to see that. But I do have that, and now I do have this little way right here. So I can get into here. And now I got to clear out an area for my furnace room. Now, furnace room, let's see, where is it? Right here. So right here, and one over just for safety. This would be the wall. Well, actually, no, this can actually be the wall right here, I think. Yeah, this could be the wall right here. And I'm not sure how big I want to have it, but I was thinking maybe like right about here, have the entrance, and then it would be kind of circular. So that's what this design was. It was like 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So it was kind of in a circle like that. But then I wasn't sure where I wanted to put the furnaces. If I wanted one there, if I wanted it to go like every one or something. I wasn't quite sure on how I wanted to do that. And I also wanted to do redstone, and I know Etho has done it, and I believe Callum's done it on here as well with furnaces. But what I want to do is kind of the same thing, except for instead of note blocks, I want to kind of have where it's a, if I can, this I'm not really sure about, maybe something like a block swapper underneath, maybe. So let's say that the cobble is a furnace right here, and then maybe like the next one would be right there. So when this one is going or something, it would switch the cobble out with something like, I don't know. It would switch it out. Maybe that wouldn't look that great. You know, I don't know what I want to do actually. I want to do something redstone and have something pop up or pop down or something along those lines to know, even though just that I can look at it. Even though I could look at it, I could. I want to do something. I don't know. I'll just end it there. I want to do something, but I'm not quite sure what yet. But my goal is to have something redstone, and I think because I'm out of dirt, so I can't really make the path there yet. I think I may hollow like this out, kind of to where I want it, and I may work on like the walls, how I want the walls to look, or basically I guess the layout of the place, because I would like it to have a nice layout. And so I guess I'll get working on that. But I think I want to do that off camera just because I'm going to have to do a bunch of like trial and error type things, and I'm not really sure how I want it to look. So I'll be right back once that is done. Okay, I got the space hollowed out somewhat. I got the floor hollowed out right here. I think the entrance will be somewhere right around here so that I have enough space over on this side. But if I go over here, I had to change this up a little bit. I was able to get rid of the lever right there and put it above the light. So now it's right behind this block. And then I put this light right here. That got rid of the torches right around here. This is all good. I had to change that up though. The reason is this was not working out. Like there was supposed to be a room for a light right there, but then on this side it was down one, so the light was like right there, and it was already curving. So instead of the light being right there, it was one more down, and so this block right here, it would have been like light, 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 light. So it just kind of looked weird. So I changed that up, which means that I had to also change this up down here as well. So I had to tear out the stairs, and I used stairs in different places, mainly right there. But I do have my furnace room area cleared out right here. And like I said, this path is going to lead to an ice tray. But I'm liking it. Oh yeah, I never put the lever back right here. But now my next thing that I'm going to do is clear these out so I don't need them every single block. I want like a 2 or 3 block in between, so like keep this one, get rid of 1 or 2 of these, keep this one or this one. And I'm going to do that for this side, down here, and not down here quite yet, just because I don't know how things are going. But I want to keep the end ones for sure. So I'll be right back once that is done. Alrighty, there we go. Just finishing up this side. And I'll show you how I've changed it up. So as you can see on this one, I've gone every 2. And that's worked out good. So that cut it down. Now I have 36 extra redstone lamps. So I'm pretty happy with that. And it's still brighter than heck. These ones, I just went every 1. Because if I went every 2, I'd have there. 1, 2, there, right? 1, 2, there. 1, 2, there. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. Because... let's see. Get rid of that. Oh. Yeah, see, that sucked every single time. Oh, and that wasn't even supposed to go. That was supposed to be a lamp. I just keep messing up on that. Ooh, that, yeah, I do like that better with a 2 wide gap. Alright, right there. Lamp. And... nope. Wrong one. There we go. There. Nice. And I guess I might as well do the same for this as well. I'm out of smooth stone though. I gotta go make some more. But this does look much nicer in my opinion. Not being every single block. I hope you guys think the exact same thing, because this is the way that I'm going to have it, because I like it like this. So now my only thing is just gotta fix that, fix that, fix that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so I didn't hit this one down here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in between. So it didn't really work out all that well. I couldn't really get a nice pattern in unless it was even. So I think that works out very nice. Something else I should do this episode is go and replace all of these. Oh, I forgot all about that. I think I'll do this off camera just because I forgot See, the reason I put these lights here is because I thought they would shine through, but they don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put water all along here because mobs were spawning on the inside here, which was really weird. But in order to fix that, I need to put water down all here. So I'm going to get rid of all the water up here. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm just going to take a bucket and just dump it out into like a pool or something. But first, I'm going to get rid of all these, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've laid water all out, so now mobs cannot spawn in here. And now I'm just finishing up the roof part. So the way I've been doing it is just every other one like you're seeing, and that makes it so that everything gets covered. So looks like that, and that looks good. The only thing, I might actually go back and redo every second one, because I think when it's running like that, it's making noise. So I may have to like go back and do that all over again. But I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to finish this up, and I think I'll call that an episode. So today has been pretty successful, I will say. Done quite a bit of different things as well. It wasn't just one big thing, which I have talked about and I'm trying to fix. So I'm happy with that, and I hope you guys are happy with that as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Have a nice day.